Hey coaches, good evening and welcome to the Team Fresh and Fit team-wide call for October the 2nd, 2014. I'm happy to have you on our live broadcast tonight, and as usual, I just want to thank you for your time. I know that you have a life and you have responsibilities and that this can be a busy time of evening, and I just want to thank you for being on. I have a lot to say tonight, and I may not have my normal enthusiasm because I am completely exhausted. And I have a lot to cover, and there's a lot going on, a lot of exciting things, a lot of really great opportunities, and yet it can be overwhelming and exhausting. So tonight's call is going to be all about what's coming up for our team, the example that I want to set for you, and where we are heading as we enter the last quarter of the year. And I can't believe it, but sliding right in to 2015. I want to start off tonight with a quote that I have posted in my office and as a screensaver on my phone and computer. And I'm keeping this in front of me because I think it's absolutely key for all of us. And I want to start off tonight with this. You cannot kindle a fire in any other heart until it is burning within your own. Eleanor Doan. And this was in a John Maxwell book, the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership that I've been reading. And I want you just to hold that in your mind as we go through our call and our content for tonight. You cannot kindle a fire in any other heart until it is burning within your own. Very convicting as a coach as we're going out trying to help others and recruit people to our team to think about that. So, first of all, I want to get into some announcements. I want all of you to be aware of what's going on. First of all, for any new coaches that are on our call tonight, welcome. We're really glad to have you. I know I have several new ones that will be announced later in recognition. And a lot of new coaches down deep within the team have come on in the last month, especially in the last couple of weeks. So welcome to all of you. I'm Miranda Asmussen. I am your upline Star Diamond coach. And I'm just super happy to be in this position surrounded by so many amazing people. The announcements for tonight, we have the Fall Classic that kicked off yesterday. Hopefully all of you got partnered up with someone and you are ready to earn points like crazy, which means prizes and massive business growth by participating in the Fall Classic. I wrote down a few things that I thought would help you if this is your first time to do one of these competitions with Beachbody. In the past, they were called a Team Cup Challenge, and there were teams of 5. Now it's the Fall Classic, and it's teams of 2. So a couple of things that I can share with you that will help you to do well during the Fall Classic is to invite and recruit like you're on steroids. Massive inviting and recruiting. And you can do this in more than just one-on-one inviting and recruiting. You can use an event page to launch your next free clean eating challenge or challenge group later on in the month. Or when we have our coach open house later this month, use an event page to gather the people who are interested in what you're doing. Invite people to your event, and you can also post the link to your event page in various groups where it's appropriate. Garage sale sites, different groups you're in for moms or dads of certain kinds of kids. You can share it with friends. You can post it on your page if you have a separate page. You can even put it on Instagram. It's a great way to invite and recruit a larger number of people rather than just relying on that one-on-one conversation, which is also important. Don't not do that. Just think about ways to invite on a grander scale. Leverage our team calendar. Guys, I spend a lot of time organizing that team calendar for you. And the reason that I give you that is because Anita Myron, who is currently number 4 in the entire network of coaches, number 4, is the one who created this system and uses it and shared it with us a couple of months ago on a national wake-up call. If it's good enough for number 4 in the entire network, it's good enough for us. Having the system that you can plug into every month, every week, you don't have to wonder, what should I do now? When should I launch a challenge group? When should I invite people to look at the business? When should I do a free cleaning challenge? This tells you every week, almost every day, what you should be promoting or starting or wrapping up and ending. People work best with deadlines. You want to get results with sales and recruiting, you've got to give people deadlines. And this calendar helps you stay accountable to that. So leverage that this month during the Fall Classic. Utilize your success partner. As part of the Fall Classic, you should have a partner. And if you did not get signed up for the Fall Classic, grab a success partner and pretend as though you are. Get on the momentum wagon that we're all riding, and you do it anyway. Use your success partner, just like Mindy Lawhorn and Michelle Myers discussed on the National Wake Up Call just this past Monday. Lastly, be in a training group. Hopefully all of you considered and prayed about and looked into doing our Rockstar Race to Diamond group for those who are Emerald and above, or who have completed the Coach Basics training and are almost Emerald. Or consider getting into our Coach Basics training for new coaches, for those who've yet to hit Emerald, to be able to learn and grow and grab some new tools and techniques to help you grow your business through the coming quarter. So be in the Fall Classic. If you're not in it, pretend like you are and go crazy this month, racking up massive numbers of Success Club points. All right, later down the road in November, we've got Platinum Edge, November 7th through the 9th at the Gaylord Texan in Dallas. There are less than 100 tickets left. If it is at all possible for you to get to this event, it is going to be incredible. The speakers, the lineup of training is going to bless your business and you. If you don't grow inside as a coach, you will never grow outside with your business. It's just a simple truth. And Platinum Edge will definitely equip you to be a better leader and a better coach. Our team retreat. I'm so excited about this, you guys. I don't know if you were unable to be at DFW Super Sunday with us this past week, you missed out on this. Yep, he lets me wear it too. It's supposed to be a Cowboys helmet with a star on top. So you missed out on that if you weren't with us Sunday. Maybe you went somewhere else. If you did, kudos to you. I'm proud of you. But one thing that you're missing out on if you are not going to events is hanging out with some really fun, cool people. We have a great time. I always feel like I'm at a family reunion, but without the drama that comes with family reunions. There's no weird Uncle Fred in the corner. We have a good time. We connect. We have this bond among us because we're all striving for similar goals. And we work so hard, and we usually only see each other on Facebook. So to get together is an incredible blessing. And our team retreat we had earlier this year went over even better than I had ever dreamed or imagined it would be. We went to a local Italian restaurant, and we had wine and bread. We worked out together. I led the group in an insanity class workout. We had a blast. We stayed up late talking for hours and hours and hours just about life and sharing our stories. So we'll do some business sharing. No doubt there will be some exciting stuff to share from Platinum Edge the weekend before. For those of you who can't go, maybe you could come to Team Retreat. It'd certainly be a little cheaper. We'll do some of that, but more importantly, we're just going to hang out and have fun and share our stories and connect. There's wonderful shopping there in Lake Granbury. My family has a lake house there, and you can sleep comfortably with bathroom space and everything around 22 to 25 people, and that would involve some people on air mattresses. And if we get higher than those numbers, which I hope we do, there's a house right next door that is available for rent for the weekend. So we can add an additional 15 or so people. They can stay in that house right next door. Beautiful yard, right on the water. It's absolutely incredible. And I would love for as many of you as possible to come and spend time with us. And the coolest part is that you can also get PIO certified on that Sunday in Arlington, which is just about an hour away, 45 minutes to an hour away. Melissa Lehman has put together a certification. Several coaches on our team are doing that, so it's perfect. Hang out, team retreat in Granbury, and then go get PIO certified on Sunday in Arlington. So if you need details on that, give it to Melissa. All right. Oh, the link to join the team retreat event is in my personally sponsored coaches page. So if you are my coach, my personally sponsored, make sure if you want to come to the retreat that you go ahead and sign up that you're going. So the first 22, 25 people will get first dibs on the main house. So after this weekend, I will be moving this sign up link to the Fresh and Fit family page where our broader downline is, and that will allow leaders in there to also share it with their other team pages if they have coaches who are not in mine. So be sure you pay attention to that and look for that. I'd love to have all of you there. Even if you're local in the Metroplex area, you're welcome to drive out to Granbury for the day on Saturday and hang out. If you don't want to spend the night, you can come and hang out and then go home. So that's an opportunity too. All right, Take Note of Challenge Pack promotions for this month. P90 is only $160, and $5 of every challenge pack goes to Wounded Warrior Foundation. So it's a great cause, a great price. Who is P90 for? It's for beginners. It is for people with injuries, people who are extremely overweight, people who are easily intimidated by Insanity or P90X, or even PIO and 21-Day Fix. Some people think those are really hard if they're just starting out. So really think about who you know that needs a program like that. It really fits a niche that Beachbody has not filled before in the past. So leverage that P90 challenge pack. The Ultimate Reset will be $275 for the challenge pack. And guys, I know that sounds expensive, but that's actually $150 savings over what you would pay if you bought everything in that challenge pack separately. You're saving $150. If you haven't done the reset yet, I highly, highly recommend it. It's like Clean Eating 101. It is how I learned to finally eat clean and understand what that is and how you feel when you eat that way. If you haven't done it, you guys, you've got to do it at least once. All right, and finally, there's a PIO casting call. For all of you that have finished PIO, make sure you submit your results by October 15th at midnight to apply to be in the infomercial. I know a lot of you follow Mindy Horde. Her PIO results are in the infomercial that's played on P90. You know, we know people that are in these things, Melissa McAllister, you know, Jimmy Hayes Nelson. There's several people that we know that are either in the workouts or in infomercials. So Beachbody really does pull from the coaching network to showcase their products and programs. So send your results in. You never know. Wes Gilbert won $500 this week for his Insanity results. So be sure that you take advantage of that. Sorry, family interruption. Be sure that you take advantage of that. You go to facebook.com/PIO, and that's where you apply. Oh, and I did find one other challenge pack promotion I had not heard announced yet. Maybe I missed it, but the Brazil Butt Lift Challenge Pack is also on sale for $140. So cheap, cheap, cheap price. If you're buying Shakeology, you get a complete workout program for $10. That's an incredible savings. So be sure and share Brazil Butt Lift Challenge Pack as well. Okay, let's get into some recognition. We have some exciting stuff to talk about tonight. First of all, I want to welcome all of my new coaches who have signed up since our last call. I want to welcome Emily Phillips, Carly Tucker, Cindy Hooks, and Amarina O'Byrne. You guys are just amazing. I've enjoyed talking to you about your goals so far, and so glad that so many of you are in my training groups and ready to go. If you're a new coach and I didn't list your name, you belong to another sponsor, welcome to you as well. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. All right. Sorry, guys. My husband is stranded with a broken down car at Walmart, and my son has to go get them. And it's been raining, so crazy, right? My life is crazy like yours. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, recognition. September Success Club. Okay, I feel like we should roll out a red carpet and have a drum roll because Brandy Trammell blew it away. I am so hoping to see her name as one of the top 100 Success Club point earners in Carl's September challenge. She would win a framed $100 bill with a personally handwritten card from Carl, plus the recognition of being in the top 100. I'm so proud of her. She had 33 Success Club points in her business center and 6 in her husband Charles' business center, which she works as well. That's 39 Success Club points. It is the highest of anybody on our team ever. So please give Brandy a shout out on her. Go to her Facebook wall and just say, congratulations on your success for September. That would be so awesome to go and just flood her page with congratulations, because that equals hard work and commitment and dedication. And Brandy continually inspires me. I told her 2 weeks ago, hey, we should try to be in the top 100. And I capped out at 18 points, and I had about 6 people order yesterday who were supposed to order in September. So I'm doing pretty good for October already. Sure would have loved to have them for September, but so it goes, right? 2 weeks ago, I said, hey, let's push for this. And she did it. That's what makes Brandy so successful. If you tell her to do something, not only does she go do it, but she does it big, extravagantly, with so much heart and perseverance that truly there's no limit. There is no limit to what she can do. If you are on her team, you are extremely blessed to have her. So congratulations, Brandy. Like I said, I had 18 points. Kayla Doss, new coach, only been around for a couple of months, blew it out with 16 Success Club points. Melissa Lehman with 14 points. Excellent job. Wes Gilbert with 9. Molly Gunn had 8. Kelly Dunn with 6. Again, Charles Trammell with 6. Renee Smith with 5. Tamara Kite with 5. And those are the people who qualified. As I was checking these numbers, so many of you had 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 points who have never had points on the board before. So if that's you, you did not fail, okay? Well, maybe you failed to qualify for September, but you failed forward because you grew your business and you helped someone. So even if I didn't call your name out, reach around and pat yourself on the back because I'm proud of you. You failed trying. And this month will be different. You're going to hit Success Club 5 this month. Volume. We have some outstanding volume producers this week. I'm going to shout out to Kayla Doss for having over 500 volume points. And Brandy Trammell had over 1,000 volume points. This is not her team volume. This is her personal volume. Wow. Good job, girls. We had Jennifer Allen and Melissa Lehman with over 300 in volume points. Vivian Christian, Nicole Wilson, Renee Smith, and Crystal Torres with over 200 volume points. Way to go, ladies. Finally, rank advancement. We have a brand new Emerald coach in our downline, Lauren Miller. Congratulations, Lauren. A brand new Diamond coach who's been fighting for this like a dog with a bone for a long time and finally hit it, Melissa Lehman. And she has got so much depth on that team. I have no doubt she'll hold rank and even advance further very, very shortly. And of course, that makes Brandy Trammell 1-star qualifying. So congratulations, ladies, on your rank advancement. All right, tonight, I want to try to keep you on for as short a time as possible. I know I've had some complaints in the last few weeks about my calls being too long, so I will try to get you out of here a little bit sooner. But I don't ever want to shortchange you on important content and training. So I want to share with you that, and maybe you can relate. when I was a kid in school, and the teacher would put us into groups to work on project, an essay. I remember I had a fourth grade teacher who was always doing creative things with us, and it was this particular day we had to get into groups, and we had to, all four of us, work on drawing this picture of a flower. And I can't remember what the point was academically, but I think it had something to do with science. I think it was studying the parts of the flower, maybe. And she put us in groups to do this. And I remember panicking because, first of all, I was very shy. But it wasn't only that. It was the fact that I didn't feel like I could depend on the other people in the group to be the perfectionist that I was. I was very performance driven. My parents, God love them, I adore them, but they expected a lot. And throw in my natural bent towards perfectionism, and it was a high pressure situation. So I remember being in this group with these other kids, and they're starting to sketch out the stem and the leaves, and I'm over there. It doesn't look right. It's not good enough. We're not going to get a 100. The teacher's not going to put ours at the top with a big sticker that says, good job. And that happened over and over and over again throughout my school career. In college, I was a little more bold, and if I was forced to partner with someone, I would tell them, it's okay, I'll just write it, and you can put your name on it. We're good. It's okay, you don't have to help. And they felt like they had won the lottery when they partnered with me, but I wouldn't let them help because I needed that A. I had to have that 4.0. So what's the point of all this? I was lonely, and I was socially awkward. I didn't know how to work with other people, how to value their inputs, and what they could bring to the situation. I was dead set on performance, perfection, and I could achieve it. I could make that happen. So, rolling down through my life, I become a mom, I get married, have to learn how to do teamwork right, I have to learn how to be a partner, and then I find myself in this Beachbody business, forced to be a team player by the very definition of what we are, Team Beachbody. And at first, as a new coach, you can roll along and try to be perfect all on your own. You can blaze a new trail and try to do things out there on your own without any help. But yet, there's this thing. It's like I was talking about in the excitement about our team retreat this fall. It's fun to not be alone. It feels good to find a group of people who get you, who you can hang out with and share a journey with. And yet there's been this part of me where I'm still trying to do this alone for several reasons. The first reason being I don't have strong upline support anymore. I did at first, and then lots of different things happened, and I'm not in a team page up above me. If you guys think there's some straight line access I have to Melissa McAllister or Christine Dwyer or somebody high up in our team, I don't. I don't have an example of what a good leader looks like day in and day out in a team page like ours. I don't have that. So I have felt a bit lost in trying to figure out how to be that for you guys. 2, I still struggle to work with a small group of people or one-on-one. I can get in front of this camera and talk to all 400 of you in my downline, no problem. I could get up and teach a class or give a speech to dozens of people, no problem. But I've recognized that my weakness is working one-on-one with my personally sponsored coaches or in small groups of my personally sponsored coaches. I struggle with that. So my rank reflects I'm sharing all of this with you because I want you to think about your own business. Think about what you're not doing. Think about what you may be trying to skirt by. Think about what your rank reflects about your business. My rank reflects my business. I have a pretty big downline, and there's 400 of us, and no, that doesn't compare to Christine Dwyer's 80, 100,000. I don't know how many she has now, but it's more than just the one I started with, and it seems like a lot of people to me. But there's not enough diamonds when you think about it. Out of 400 people, we should have more diamonds than we do. So I start looking to myself. What I do, I've created a rock solid diamond business for myself. I've built one under my husband. The only other two diamonds that have come out of my influence is Brandy Trammell and Jennifer Allen, who are extremely driven type A personalities that would have hit diamond regardless of what coach they signed up with, I believe. So meanwhile, the strugglers keep struggling. My coaches reach out for help, and I'm not always available. I had to apologize to them today in a video. I spoke with Caroline Van Zant this morning, who agreed to give me some tips, as Brandy and I have set some really big goals to hit 5-star diamond this year and be an elite coach. Those are really gigantic, monstrous goals. If you don't realize that, they are very intimidating. I'm scared to death of not making it. I'm scared of failing. But putting it out there to all of you is exactly what I have to do to even move in that direction. And some of the things Caroline shared with me this morning was very convicting, that if I want to help my coaches get to diamond, which is what they deserve, they signed up with me, they want to build a business, and they deserve for me to help them get to diamond. In order to do that, I have to stop trying to be mama coach to all 400 of you. For one thing, it's a disservice to my coaches who signed up with me. And secondly, it's a disservice to you. Because if everything is constantly done for you, you never get the chance to own it yourself. And that's denying you an immense blessing. So, what I told my team today, and I'll share a little bit of this with you, is that we need to be a team of givers, not just takers. It's easy in Beachbody just to take this idea and take this idea and take this training and take this promotion and take this event and take what that coach posted and take their picture and use it. But if you're not turning around and giving that back in some way, shape, or form, if you're not liking other coaches' posts or questions in our team page, if you're not commenting to help answer questions or chiming in, hey, I have that question too. If you're not helping to lead trainings, Brandy and I asked for about 2 weeks, can somebody help lead the Emerald training for new coaches? Can somebody step up and lead a Coach Basics training? And nobody did. And so rather than blame you guys for that, again, it shows me, and it showed Brandy, and Caroline told me this morning, that we have not done a good job of raising up leaders in this team. There are almost 400 people in my downline, and not one person had helped lead the new coach training group so that Brandy and I could lead the diamond group. So Brandy and I are juggling both. Brandy and I are leading the Coach Basics training and the diamond training together because we are not going to let it just not happen. But what I want us to do as a team, and I take full responsibility, is to start being a team of givers. If you take an example of someone else's post, Wes Gilbert today was so gracious to reach out and ask Kelly Dunn if he could borrow a couple of ideas from her P90 invitation post that she put out on Facebook. And she was so honored and flattered that he complimented her. She messaged me and she said, Wes Gilbert is so awesome. He told me how much he liked my post and asked if he could borrow it. That's a perfect example of giving and not just taking. Wes took the time to message Kelly and say, "Your post absolutely rocked. I loved it. It really stood out to me. Do you mind if I use a couple of your ideas?" That's giving and taking, okay? If you can help to, spread the word to your downline about our team calendar, about our trainings, about these calls, about events coming up. Take what you were given from your upline and pass it on. Pass it down. Pay it forward. If you take something, if you get an idea, if you're helped in some way, turn around and help someone else. That is how we will grow together. If we are all just takers, then that's where it stops. That's where it stops. We took it, we held it, we used it, we never gave it away. We never added value to someone else from what we took. So what I want to ask you now is, are you a giver or are you a taker? I know, because I know a lot of you, that you are givers in your life. And I'm going to step back now. I'm going to stop being the control freak in the 4th grade classroom who's having an anxiety attack because she can't draw the flower perfectly. And I'm going to watch you create your own flower, because you deserve that right. It's your business. You deserve to create your own success based on the systems that duplicate that we are handing down to you. And it's fun to take that ownership. Those of us who were in Dallas on Sunday got the amazing privilege of hearing Barbie Decker share her top 10 tips for being a successful coach. And the very first thing she said was that coaches who are successful take 100% responsibility for their own business. Wow, that's incredible. We all need to heed that call. So what can you do? What can you do? Work closely with your upline. If you don't have an upline who's actively working the business, reach up higher. Work closely with a success partner. Find somebody who you can work closely with, who you can text and call and get on a 3-way call with when you're talking to somebody and you need another voice of experience to help you with a recruiting prospect or a new challenger. Follow your sponsor coach blindly. Everything they tell you to do might not make sense to you at first. You might not understand why you need a contact list with 100 names on it, but do it anyway. You might not understand why your coach messages you every month saying, "Hey, there's a new coach training coming up on October 6th. You really need to get in that. Are you ready?" There's a reason for that. Follow your sponsor coach blindly. Trust him or her to be that 1 step ahead of you, or 2 or 3 steps ahead of you, to show you how to get there. They're reaching their hand out to you. Take it and go with them. Avoid going out on your own. It's very tempting in Beachbody. It is so tempting to go out and do what Melanie Mitro is doing, or go do what Scotty Hobbs is doing, or go do what Caleb Thomas is doing, or, it's so easy. Every day you could find a new coach to follow, a new technique to try. And while that's good, and we're so blessed to have so many options and events and trainings available to us, if you go do all that too soon, you're going to get overwhelmed. You're not going to have a good, strong laser focus, and you will not succeed. I've watched it happen over and over and over again with coaches on my team. Until you have a downline of 12 coaches under you with more than 1 emerald on each leg, that's a solid diamond business right there. Until you have achieved that, follow your sponsor coach blindly. Follow them blindly. You may feel tempted to question what they're doing. Ask them, "Hey, why do we do this way? I see a way this could run smoother or better." Give them your tips and your ideas and your suggestions. by all means, but follow them blindly. You will not see where you're going until you get there. So there's a massive element of trust, and that is okay. That is how this works. Think about our challengers that come on into our challenge groups. They don't know how to mix their Shakeology. They don't know. You know, I talked to a girl today who's been doing T25. She had no idea there was a meal plan with her T25. She had no clue. She's in phase 2 of my clean eating challenge doing the 5-day fast start meal plan that comes with T25, and she asked me where I got it. And I told her, you have it in your T25 package. She had no idea. But she's following me blindly. She's asking me how to make shakes. What's the best time of day to drink them? And she's lost 12 pounds in 3 weeks. She's following me blindly. We value it in our challengers. We know it's for their benefit. And yet as coaches, we struggle to do the same thing we're asking our challengers to do. But if you'll do that, you will achieve success so much faster and without the guesswork and the frustration. Be coachable. Be coachable. There's not more I can say on that. Be someone who's open to learning. It's okay to not know everything. It's okay. Everybody comes into this business having to learn. Everybody. And that's great. Be a sponge. Learn everything that your coach gives you and be coachable. If you really want to go with this business, match the pace of your upline sponsor or the person one up from them, however high you're reaching up, to have someone to follow. Match their pace. Go with them. Do what they're doing. If you have to be chased down and reminded again and again and again and again and again about what you should be doing, if you're constantly reaching out to your sponsor coach with the same questions over and over and over that you could get an answer to if you Googled, or if you had done a Coach Basics training and learned how to navigate your Coach Online office, you wouldn't be having to ask that. You will wear your coach out. They will avoid your calls. And that is the God's honest truth. It's draining. So do the hard work. Do the 7-day quick start. Do Coach Basics. If you don't like the group dynamic for training, go do the Coach Training Academy on your own. If you like that better, it's fine. Everything you need is in that Coach Online office. Google can answer a ton of your questions. What your coach wants to hear from you is, how do I get in the next training? I'm really ready to grow my business. What personal development book should I read next? This is what I'm struggling with. What book do you recommend that addresses that problem? Your coach wants to hear, I've got 4 Success Club points, and I have these 3 people who keep putting me off. They're not going to my website. They're not ordering. How can I get them to commit so that I can hit Success Club? Can you get on a 3-way call with me with a couple of these people and help me see maybe what I'm missing here to help them get in this challenge pack and start working on their health? Those are the kinds of things your coach can and will be so happy to help you with. Absolutely. If you're a new coach, a lot of this does not apply to you. You should be asking a gazillion questions, okay? So, depends on where you are. All right. Ultimately, guys, I'm burning the candle. Is that how that saying goes? I don't know. I'm so tired I can't even think. Yesterday I told my husband I was having flashbacks to my graduate school days when I was writing 20-page research papers and my brain literally hurt. Getting this diamond training ready to go, getting everybody in their groups, collecting everybody's applications and checking off who's going to go where. And I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely tapped out. I didn't get into this business to work 80 hours a week. I got into this business so that I could have freedom and design my life. And I've let this get out of hand. I have been trying to serve all 400 of you. And I just have to be very honest about that I can no longer keep up that pace because it's causing me to not hold up my end of the deal with my family, with myself, with my own health, and with the coaches who have signed up with me. I owe them my time and my energy. I love this team. We are a family, but we constantly have to follow the procedure of learn, do, tweak. And I'm in a tweaking process right now, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Is what you're doing working for you? Are you where you want to be? Where do you need to do some self-evaluation, like I've been doing, to figure out where you have been falling short? Where are the holes in your business you need to fill? I know we all have them because we're human, right? And the beautiful thing about this business is you can keep failing forward and keep succeeding. As long as you're trying, as long as you're growing, as long as you're engaged and you're being coachable, you're going to fail. You're going to have months where you try everything in your power to hit Success Club 10 and you only get 9. Ask Wes Gilbert about that. You'll have months like me where you're trying to be in the top 100 and you've got your sights set on 30 Success Club points, and on the last day of the month you have 18, and the very next day enough people order that would have made you hit 30. Those things are going to happen. But the beautiful thing is that your business grows when you try, not just when you succeed. Hear me when I say that. I am a huge failure of a coach. I am. I only have one diamond on my left, which is my husband, and one on my right, which is Brandy. And I told you earlier, she would have hit diamonds if Forrest Gump had been her sponsor coach, because that's who she is. And yet, I am on the verge of a 6-figure salary or income. I will get either the 2-star or the 5-star bonus this year, which is a very large chunk of change. I'm taking my kids on weekend trips I could not otherwise do. This past weekend, I took my family to eat at Papado's seafood restaurant, and 2 of my children no longer get kids' meals. They're too big, and one of my boys ordered crab legs. That plate of food that he ordered was $40. And he asked, he's like, Mommy, can I get crab legs? I said, yeah, you sure can. Absolutely. Mommy works hard so you can get crab legs. And he enjoyed them. He enjoyed them, and it was fun to watch his face when I got to say yes, because I've spent most of his life having to say, I told you I was tired. I've spent most of your life having to say no. And now I can say yes to the American Girl doll store and crab legs and staying at Embassy Suites instead of the Ramada. And it feels good to do that for my kids. And I'm doing that with being a failure as a coach. Not being a good leader to you guys all the time. There's people on this team. I apologize by name to a few of them earlier in my team. I'm not going to cry. But I love you guys so much. And I want so much for each and every one of you to say yes to your kids. I want each and every one of you to get in a place where you can say yes to the call that God has put on your heart. Stacey Hightower has a call on her heart to run a ministry out of her home that is so desperately needed for women. And I believe in it with her. And I am so dedicated to helping her. She's mine. She's my coach. She's been with me from the beginning. And we've yet to make that call that God put on her heart come true. That's why I have to stop trying to help all 400 of you at once. I've got to scale back. I've got to help my coaches. And I want to encourage you to take that example and do the exact same thing. Don't try to be all things to all people. Truly connect. Truly help those who sign on with you, your challengers, your coaches, but never at the expense of your own dreams and goals and boundaries and those of your family. This thing is amazing, you guys. I don't know if anybody else that I graduated from high school with, thinking about my classmates, class of 97, I don't know of anybody else that is achieving in their life what I'm achieving right now. People my age are up to their ears in credit card debt, in mortgage payments they can't pay, debt from divorces and student loans, and it goes on and on and on. And they don't know how to get out from under it, and so they just keep working, and they work and they work and they work and they work and they run the kids around, and meanwhile they're just drowning. And that doesn't have to be our reality. This opportunity is changing my life, and I want so desperately for all of you to experience what I'm experiencing. And that's why I keep trying to help all of you instead of just the few that I need to work with. So we're not having any more team-wide calls until December because I can't keep doing everything. So I encourage those of you that have a downline, if you only have 1 or 2 coaches, that's enough. Get on a call with them once a month, once a week. Connect with another coach on our team, and you guys do some calls together. Your coaches need to be on calls with you. You can also plug in to Platinum Presenters. Christine Dwyer puts on a call every Thursday night. I believe it's at 8:30 also. National Wake Up Call every Monday morning. There are things you can plug into. But I will not be offering team-wide calls until December. So I'll be doing a Diamond call on Thursday nights and a Coach Basics call on Tuesday nights, and some other stuff thrown in there too, periodically through the month. So I'm doing calls. They're just not going to be with this large number of people. I love you all. I hope that this information tonight blesses you and equips you to build this strong, dynamic, successful, heart-filled business that you deserve for this to be. I don't want to leave a legacy of all of you trying to run around and be a control freak perfectionist like myself and not ever connecting with your personally sponsored coaches as you should. So here's to a shift as we tweak how we do things, and I look forward to seeing the success that I know is going to come from this endeavor. Thanks for being on tonight. I would love to have some feedback from you guys on maybe what this stirred up in you that you realized that you need to tweak and fix. I will be looking forward to seeing those of you who are in the training groups, and sign up for the team retreat. It's going to be fun. It'll be amazing. I love you all. God bless.